Good afternoon, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on Friday, August 20th, or September 20th, pardon me. September 20th. Ooh, almost the end of summer here. Well, the Braves are down to one. Ain't that something? Will they ever get to the National League Championship Series? Ooh, that's tough to see. Well, I wanted to do a special video today to answer a video by Patriot Nurse, my kindred spirit. I agree with her 95% of the time, but this is the 5% of the time I disagree, and it's on guns. So here it goes. Patriot Nurse, this is your kindred spirit favorite alien. Saw your video on you blasting Walmart and the rest of the stores for not telling people you can't carry guns into the store. And you're trying to equate that with segregation and Irish not apply? Where are you getting all this from? And they're not disarming you. Most people, I would say 85% of the population of this country that are Americans, I mean full-blooded, what you call red-blooded Americans, would be on my side and say, we don't want to go to a store with somebody packing a gun at the other end. Guns are made for one reason alone, to be used. And most people don't know how to handle a gun. Because when you take a gun out of its holster, you only use it for one thing: shoot. Do you really want to kill somebody, Nursey? Really? I'm not pro-gun and I'm not anti-gun. I'm just pro-society here. And by the way, the Second Amendment is not entitled you to nothing. It's an amendment that's so vague, it's not even funny. The First and the Second Amendment should be looked at the Constitution by the government and say, we got to change this because it's causing us a lot of problems. And it is. So now you're going to boycott these stores because they're trying to eliminate problems in their store. And trying not to get the people in their store shot by people who come in with guns and start shooting them. Or people who carry guns and somebody else comes in and does something like inappropriate, tells you, say, F you, or something like that. And what are you going to react? You're not going to shoot a fist. You're going to pull out your gun and shoot. That's what you guys do. I'm not pro-guns and I'm anti-guns. I don't want to disarm you. You got rights. But make sure that the rights that you're using them are used the right way. And it's a societal right that you have, not an entitlement. Don't you understand that? That's something that you Americans, and especially you gun-toting NRA people, don't understand. You're not entitled to carry a gun. That's not an entitlement. There's no such thing as an entitlement. Social Security is not an entitlement. Social Security is something that the government created. Same as the Second Amendment is not an entitlement. It's something that was put there in Congress, and the Supreme Court never want to touch it. They didn't even approve it. They just wrote it up there. There was no approval for the First and the Second Amendment. Come on, Nursey. Nobody's trying to disarm nobody here. They just want to be a society with people going about their business and not going about Dirty Harry. When are you going to understand that? Until you fix your country. And what I mean is, policemen and the people get together and say, we got bad people here that doesn't belong here. And by bad people, I mean drug addicts, people with guns who doesn't have a permit and who take the gun out of the gun should be carried in the home for protection, in the home. Once you take that gun outside, that brings in a lot of host of problems. This is what you don't understand. You haven't seen your history is littered with stuff like this, especially the West. Oh, they had guns all over the place, remember? In the West, everybody carried a gun. And why don't they carry a gun now? Because the government had to step in and say, hey, we want political laws and societal laws to apply here. Now you're gone away from those political and societal laws, and you're starting to do it all over again. And what are you doing? You're doing the same thing that the other people are doing. They're trying to disarm you, and you're trying to boycott and disarm them. So it's a tit for tat. You guys haven't sat down to the table and say, we can't compromise here, we got to find a consensus. And that's the problem, Nursey. Until you do that, you're going to be on the fringe outside looking in. The other side's going to be on the fringe outside looking in. And 85% of the people here are going to be caught right in the crossfire. So do you understand this? I hope so. This is your favorite alien. This is a stupid way of thinking that cost my ancestors their planet. And it's going to cost yours too, if you don't stop thinking this stupid way. This is your favorite alien and Bubba saying goodbye.